All right, so today we're diving headfirst into the world of Elon Musk, specifically his ever-expanding family.
And it is quite the family tree.
It really is. It's titled Elon Musk Welcomes a New Baby. Shivon Zilis drops post about son Sheldon Lycurgus, tech billionaire reacts. Published March 1st, 2025.
Yeah, I saw that one. Really stirred things up.
No kidding. I mean, Musk's personal life always seems to grab headlines, but this is next level, even for him.
Well, this article is about Shivon Zilis. She's an executive at Neuralink.
Right.
She put out this post on X talking about her son, Sheldon Lycurgus, and wishing her daughter, Arcadia, a happy birthday.
Wait, hold on. So she has a daughter, too.
Yeah, Arcadia. And get this, Zilis already has twins with Musk, Strider, and Azure.
Twins. Okay, so with this new son, how many kids does that make for Musk now? I'm losing track.
This brings the grand total to 10, at least that we know of. So there's the 3 kids with Zilis. Then there's Nevada. Alexander Musk, sadly, he passed away as an infant. He was Musk's son with Justine Wilson, his first wife.
Right.
They also had twins and triplets together. And then, of course, there are the 3 kids with Grimes, the musician.
That's a lot to keep up with, that's for sure. But you know what I find so fascinating? It's not just the sheer number of kids. It's that this whole situation kind of throws traditional family structures right out the window.
Oh, absolutely. Musk's family life is anything but conventional. And that's a big part of why people are so interested, I think. It challenges those old ideas of what a family should be.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just the number of children either. This article mentions some other stuff, like accusations that Musk has been ignoring Grimes. And another influencer, Ashley St. Clair.
I see.
They both claim to have children with Musk.
Right.
I mean, where do you even start with that?
Well, I think that's where we really have to start talking about the ethics of it all. On one hand, you have this incredibly influential person shaping the future of technology. Think Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink.
Right.
But then on the other hand, you have this incredibly complicated personal life that's constantly making headlines. And it can get messy.
Yeah, totally. It's almost like we can't help but get drawn into the whole soap opera of it all. And honestly, I don't think Musk's response to Zilis' post helped much.
You're talking about the heart emoji, right?
Yep, just a single heart emoji.
Yeah.
For someone who's known for being so outspoken, so opinionated, it's kind of deafening in its silence.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because in a way, it's a calculated minimalism. He knows even the smallest gesture will be analyzed by the media. So by saying very little, he's sort of controlling the narrative.
It's wild how that works. But saying less can actually create more buzz than a whole statement.
Exactly. It's that whole idea of leaving things unsaid.
Yeah.
And it's especially powerful in the age of social media.
It really makes you think, is this calculated silence? Is it a trend? I mean, look at what he's doing. Launching rockets, developing AI, stuff that could reshape the entire world. And yet, people seem just as fascinated, maybe even more, with who he's dating or how many kids he has.
It is a curious thing, and I think it speaks to something deeper, that human need for stories, for connection. We're drawn to those complexities in human relationships. And Elon Musk, for all his genius, all his ambition, he gives us a peek into that side of things, that messy, unpredictable side of humanity, even if it is, carefully curated.
Yeah, I see that. It's like we're trying to make sense of it all, reconcile this brilliant innovator with the reality of complicated personal life.
Yeah.
Maybe we think if we can understand the man, we can understand his vision, his motivation.
Maybe. Or maybe it's more about us. Maybe we want relatable heroes. Because look, even the most accomplished people, they face challenges in their personal lives too.
Right.
It makes them seem more human, less like untouchable figures, more like, people.
There's definitely something to that. I mean, we're bombarded with these picture-perfect lives all over social media. It's easy to forget that everyone, even Elon Musk, deals with the same messy realities.
Exactly. It's a good reminder that success, wealth, innovation, none of that protects you from heartache, from relationship struggles, from the complexities of family.
And that's what makes this whole deep dive so interesting. Because we're not just talking about Elon Musk, the entrepreneur, the engineer, the guy with the big vision. We're also talking about Elon Musk, the father, the partner, the person who's navigating these human experiences just like the rest of us.
It's almost like a social experiment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Playing out in real time. How does someone with this much power, this much influence, balance their public image with the complexities of their private life? And how does the public respond to that balancing act?
Especially in an age where every tweet, every Instagram post, every little update about their relationship status, it's all scrutinized and dissected.
Absolutely. There's this constant tension, right, between wanting privacy and the public's insatiable need for information. They want details. They want those glimpses behind the curtain. And for someone like Elon Musk, it's all magnified, times 10.
It's a tightrope walk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Say too much, that backfires. But stay totally silent, and it just fuels the speculation.
And sometimes that speculation turns harmful, especially when you get into unfounded accusations and rumors that affect other people, his children, for instance.
Yeah, that's an important point. It's easy to get caught up in the sensationalism and forget that we're talking about real people here, real lives, not just characters in some public spectacle. It makes you think about the bigger picture, right? Here's a guy who's trying to make some multiplanetary species, revolutionize how we get around, even merge our minds with machines. And yet, most of the headlines are about who he's dating or how many kids he has. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it does make you wonder, are we getting distracted? I mean, is all this focus on his personal life overshadowing the potential impact of what he's actually doing? Are we too fixated on the soap opera to see how significant these advancements are?
It's like we're missing the forest for the trees, you know?
Huh.
We get so caught up in the drama of the individual that we lose sight of the bigger picture. These innovations could change the course of history.
It's definitely a valid concern. Just to imagine if future generations look back and see we were more concerned with who Elon Musk was dating than his efforts to colonize Mars or solve our energy crisis.
That would be kind of sad, wouldn't it? That we were so busy gossiping that we missed the truly momentous changes happening right in front of us.
It's a bit of a cautionary tale, I think, a reminder that we have a responsibility to really engage with these advancements, to understand them, and to help shape the future they represent.
So where does that leave us? Are we saying we should just ignore the personal stuff and only focus on his professional accomplishments?
Not necessarily. It's more about finding that balance. We can acknowledge the human side, the complexities of his personal life, but we can't let that overshadow the significance of what he's doing.
So maybe it's not about ignoring the personal, but about putting it into context, seeing that it's all part of who he is, and that understanding both sides of the coin helps us engage with his work in a more thoughtful way.
Exactly. He's shaped by all of his experiences, personal and professional. And when we see that full picture, it helps us better understand his work and its implications for the future.
Well, I think we've explored this branch of the Musk family tree pretty thoroughly. And you know what's really interesting? This deep dive wasn't just about Elon Musk. It was about us too. Our culture, our obsessions, our tendency to get caught up in the spectacle of it all.
It's true. We're trying to understand the minds that are shaping the future, but we also have to understand ourselves, our motivations, our priorities, because what we choose to focus on, what we choose to give attention to, that's what shapes the story of our times.
So to all our listeners out there, here's something to think about. Elon Musk is a fascinating guy, both in his accomplishments and in his personal life. But as you follow his story, remember to look beyond the headlines. Engage with the work he's doing, and think about what it means for the future we're all building together. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.